Well, hey, Mosaic Central, I hope you're doing well. I wanted to let you know how our in-person meetings fit with the new Leeds restrictions, as well as an important change that's coming up. Firstly, in order to keep cases low, we've been asked to limit our contact by not socialising in each other's houses and gardens. And this has caused some of us to question just the timing of our return to meeting in our in-person gatherings. And I just wanted to respond with a couple of thoughts. First, at this time, we're adapting to the moment and we've stripped out a lot of the social elements of the service. Primarily, we're gathering to worship God, to receive from Him, to be equipped by Him. And the government recognises the importance of that, the function of the church in society, which is why there's been no change to the guidance for places of worship specifically. Secondly, I'd like just to encourage us to think holistically. At this time, there's been a real focus on the high risk to physical health, which is important, which is why we didn't meet for 6 months, and which is why now we are planning to move towards meeting again. We're doing it by carefully following the guidance. But there's also other risks, which we can maybe easily forget about, which are just as real. You know, the risk to people's spiritual health, mental health, emotional health. And I think it's important that we invest in those areas while following the guidance. So that's why we're still planning to meet for our first in-person meeting on Sunday the 11th of October. And here comes the important change. So we wanted to trial meeting at 10:45 in the morning rather than the afternoon. As we had a bit of a break from meeting in the afternoon anyway, so we've been online, haven't we? We've been meeting at 10:45 with the rest of the sites. We thought this time is a good time to almost leverage the moment that we're in by looking at the service time again and just to consider what might be the best time moving forwards. And after we've talked to a number of different people, the core team at Central, the wider leadership team at Mosaic, the Q&A guys who joined us for the in-person meetings, people seem really positive about the idea of moving to the morning. We think there'll be a number of benefits to trialling this new time, and it is a trial. Obviously, at the moment, not everyone will be able to join us in person. So some of the church are still going to be watching at home at 10:45. So keeping the same time is a display of our togetherness, even though we can't all be in the same room. And also, eventually, we're hoping that we'll be able to, go for walks, have people over again. And we hope that the new time eventually will help us facilitate more community stuff happening like that. Lots of people have said in the past that they'd like to do more social stuff after church and with new people and all of that. But sometimes it's a bit of a challenge, at the end of a long day and a long week, which I totally appreciate. People's eyes sometimes are like on Monday morning. So we hope that this new time will eventually help with that. And the last thing is we've had a lot of feedback from different families just about the time and how actually the morning would be a better time for some of our growing number of families with young children. So listen, all that being said, I'm aware that some of you may have some reservations, you may have some questions about this time change. And if that's you, please do get in touch, seriously. I'm really happy to talk some of these things through. Please don't hesitate to get in touch. You can get me at info@mosaic-church.org.uk. And as I said, this is a trial. We'll probably do it up until Christmas and we'll review it along with our wider review of our in-person meetings. So we want to get your thoughts and we'll make a final decision probably around Christmas time. So, all that being said, 10:45 on Sunday the 11th. Thanks so much for your patience, your flexibility at this tough time. I really do appreciate it. I value it. Thank you so much for all that you do with us and your support at this time. Let's continue to partner with Jesus to build His church. I really do hope to see you soon.